Hello and welcome to Poor Folks. I'm Seamus.
And I'm Sean.
And today we are comparing Elijah Craig A123 to Larceny A123. Now I know when we individually tasted these, we were a little bit, at least I was surprised by it because I really had high expectations for the A123 Elijah Craig of what I was going to think about it. And I didn't quite meet that expectation. Where with the Larceny A123, I had an expectation, and I actually did meet that. And it's that I'll admit that expectation was lower, and it met it. But the Elijah Craig, out of the two, when I was tasting it, I liked the Larceny A123. I wasn't so sure about the Elijah Craig 123 by itself.
Right.
We liked it better on the rocks. We did it with water as well. We seemed to like it better with rocks. But today we're going to actually compare these head to head and just see kind of which one we like best. We've already got them poured, so we're ready to go. So it's just about a comparison straight up, side by side.
Yeah.
So again, the proof points are the Larceny is 0.2 higher proof. It's more of a weeded bourbon, whereas Elijah Craig's more of a straight up bourbon. So again, they're both Heaven Hill products, and these are their barrel proof releases. They do these in January, their A line, and then they do them in June, the B line, and in September, the C line. So it'll be this year will be A123 or 523, most likely. I guess there's no guarantee that it's going to be released in that month, but the B will be something 23, and then the C 23. So 923 will be C. So
Okay.
anyway, numbers doesn't matter. Today we're doing A123, so side by side. Let's go it.
Okay.
Let's do it. All right, which one you want to start with? You choose.
Let's go with the Elijah first.
Elijah Craig. Okay. So this one we thought it was good. I mean, it was a real good bourbon, but it was just super proofy and spicy.
Yeah.
A little hot. You want to just nose them first?
Sure.
Okay. I'm just getting the ethanol. It's been breathing here for a little bit too. Yeah. Like I said when we reviewed the Larceny, the oakiness comes through more on the Elijah Craig than on the Larceny. It's a sweeter smell on the Larceny. This one's deep. I mean, it's hard to express deep. Just the powerfulness of the aroma is deep. I think that's what I mean by deeper. Is I smell the oak real prominent with this. I don't smell oak. The sweetness is there, but it's not real super prominent. It's just there. So it's not as deep. So, okay. We're going to taste them?
Sure.
All right. Elijah Craig first.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Super oaky. A little bit of sweetness. Almost got like a little maple syrup there that I didn't get before. Just on the top of my roof of my mouth. That was good, actually.
Yeah. That was better than the first time, for sure.
Still has that little pop of spiciness that you're talking about.
At the start or at the end?
At the start.
Oh.
Right at the start.
For me, it's at the end.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's finishing like that. Okay. Definitely long finishes on all these. The viscosity on these is huge. They last long. You don't want to be slamming these things. To me, you want to just really be sipping them. Enjoy it. All right. I'm going to swap over. Yeah, The sweetness came through a little bit more, but the lack of oak. I'm liking the Elijah Craig better actually today.
I know.
That is so weird.
Yeah, you're definitely right about the oak. Mm-hmm. The sweetness isn't as heavy as the oak is. That sort of overwhelming smell, at least.
Okay.
You get it in the
Palate.
in the taste as well, for sure.
Yeah.
The sweet, going from Elijah Craig to the Larceny with no water or time really in between. The Larceny just kind of goes straight through.
Just kind of numb.
Just a little bit of sweetness and some.
It's
and
gone.
other than that, it's numb from the Elijah Craig.
Elijah Craig's still overpowering it.
It's that heavier maybe that you're.
That's
talking
interesting.
about.
That's so interesting. These are both very good, though. I mean, it's just like, we started off with under $20 whiskeys. Why? That's a waste of money. It really is. I mean, there's no sense in drinking that stuff when you can get. I mean, this isn't, $70.
It's not cheap.
It's not cheap, but it's also not breaking the bank.
Right.
And yeah, okay. There's Wild Turkey 101, of course. $23. Not going to go back down to Jim Beam or what was some of the Ancient Age.
Yeah.
And we really liked Ancient Age when
Yeah.
we first tried it. I mean,
I'm sure it still has its respects.
right.
But I wouldn't drink it after a glass of either of these.
right.
I don't think it would show up on the Richter scale.
No. No, it'd be like drinking
So,
water.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
So.
This is a hard one. I like the flavor of the Larceny, though. So I was actually watching Mash and Drum, Jason C. on Mash and Drum, and he did a review on these, I think, a couple of months ago. He actually mixed these. Yeah. At the end he mixed them, and he said it was really good. So I'm going to try that. You can try it if you want. I'm going to try it. I want to even out the pour, just because I want to make it an even
Like 50-50.
yeah,
Okay.
even mix.
I'll try it.
Now he said you could probably adjust it and probably come up with something you really like, but he says it's really good. So I want to try it and just see. I much preferred the Elijah Craig over the Larceny by a nanometer. Is the difference for me on these. So both very good. Like I said, the only other barrel proof we've had is the Elijah Craig B521, and that was good. We liked it. It was 118 proof, 0.2 I think, and it was good. It wasn't one of the most revered of the barrel proofs, of course, but it was still good. I don't think these things disappoint. It's just a matter of which one tastes better. So the oakiness is gone.
Yeah. To me, there's basically no smell. That could be because I'm in a few.
Right?
But for me, there's not much there, nose-wise.
I get a slight oak with the sweetness, and it's just very, I don't know. It's much more tame on the oakiness. It's much more like the Larceny was, just a soft sweetness.
Okay.
It wasn't overpowering, not deep, like I said, deep. So, okay. That is really good. I like it. Oh. I like barely. Really?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with how it tastes.
Okay.
It moved down and then up and then down and then all the way up.
Oh, man.
I don't know how else
It was
to
a roller
explain
coaster
that.
ride for you,
That
huh?
was wild.
This was just completely smooth all the way back.
Really?
For me. Just now. Yeah.
That was surprising for me.
Yeah, it's almost. I probably should have done a little bit lighter on the Larceny, not evened it out for me. Mm-hmm. I think I would have preferred a little bit more of the oakiness from the Elijah Craig to stick around. Mm-hmm. I think it's completely gone with the 50-50.
Right.
It's gone.
Like a 70-30.
Yeah, maybe that. Yeah. Yeah, sure. We can do chemistry later.
Yeah.
But this is super good. Oh my gosh. I mean, I think this mix worked really well. I'd like to thank Mash and Drum for the idea. That was great. I mean, it totally worked. See? Yeah. The mix of these two actually works really good. Being interesting to get the combination, maybe 1 part Larceny and 2 parts Elijah Craig or something like that. Might make it a little different, but anyway, it's super good. So, you and I.
Do you want to say which one you liked more on its own?
Oh, I think I like the Elijah Craig, definitely.
Okay, that's
better on my own.
All right.
Yeah. And it was weird because we did the Elijah Craig and I liked it. And it didn't quite meet my expectation.
Right.
The Larceny did meet my expectation and I really liked it. But then we bring them together and taste them side by side, and the Elijah Craig was really the one I liked best.
It really stood out.
Right.
For sure.
So my expectation of it was higher, but it went a little higher than the expectation of Larceny anyway.
Yeah.
So, but then the mix of it kind of blew my expectations out of the water.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with that.
You might look into possibly mixing and
blending.
See what might work.
Yeah, it might be fun.
Later down the line.
So, I mean, our goal in this is we're poor folks, right?
Right.
So we're not necessarily just whiskeys either.
Right.
Because we've got some ideas to go into some other alcohols, other pours, right? So who knows where we're going to end up. Anyway, for this one, Shlanta, to your health. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Please, we'd love to have you. Comment below. We'd love to hear from you. See you later.